Then application of codes and standards, notification mode, public or private. Now, obvious that depending upon the fuel characteristic and distribution type, we will go for selection and selection of the fire detection and alarm system. Then the structural features of the building. Here, most of the buildings, what we go for is with the concrete and rebar system. But some of the factories where you go for steel structure erection and other things. So depending upon that also, it need to be selected. Then ambient condition of the area, ambient condition of the area like process plant for where you have the refineries and other areas where there may be frequent leak of H2S gas or something. Then or if it is like sulfur dioxide or some other gas, then depending upon that also we go for selection of this system. Then performance objective, definitely high performance devices we would like to install. That what I have shown you now with the UV and IR what system is being now used. Then human factors, definitely application codes and standards. With this I will speak in the last slide. Notification mode, public or private. Now, this notification mode, public or private, public is already, you know, that with the fire department, private is within your battery of your company, how you deal about that. Then here, as I was talking about the occupancy, every building or the portion, there shall be a classified according to the use or the character of occupancy. A brief description of such occupancy is discussed in BNBC 2020, Part 3, Chapter 1, page. Okay, now here if you can see that this is the summary classification of different types of occupancy. Now class A, if you see that is this is residential. In this, if single family is there, then it is subdivided into A1 to A5, hotels and lodges, lodging houses. All these have the fire index of 1. So other things you can see, the educational facilities B1 to B3, again it is classified with fire index 1. Now health care, it is 2. Storage buildings, it is 3. And hazardous building, it is 4. So depending upon the occupancy, it is mandatory that you select the right type of fire detection and alarm system. Then again, building classification. This is the summary of the building classification based on the type of construction. So group 1, non-combustible. Non-combustible is your the cement and the steel structure houses that is there. Then again, it is subdivided into type 1A, type 1B, depending upon the rating of the protection, whether it gives for 1 hour, 2 hour, up to 4 hours of fire protection. Then combustible, the very word, it has the meaning that it may be made up of timber. Most of the houses that you see in the Western world, those houses are made up of these. So that particular type also determines the type of fire detection and alarm system. Then integration of fire detection and alarm system. Now, how do we integrate these both two? The interface between the fire alarm system and firefighting, which means we can interface through a monitor module, which includes the firefighting devices such as flow switch, fire hose reel, fire pump diesel, supervisory gate valves, and zonal control valves. Now, all these you must have seen in the buildings and other places. People who are well versed with this firefighting system, that from the tank you have the pumps that is when it is on, switch on, that distribute to different areas and at different levels of the building and other structures. So all these, if it has to be integrated, it has to be integrated properly. Now we'll see this integration. This is a simple integration that I have taken the photograph. You have the control panel, then you have the detectors and alarm system. Then other integration devices, what you have the input device used to connect the non-addressable devices. Then output unit used to control lift cutoff power. Then input output devices where both functions are required. So apart from this, you know that there are different types of pumps that are used here. Diesel engine run, electric pump, or then you have the jockey pump. So these are the different types of pumps that are used. Most of us are well versed with the jockey pump. It can be of diesel or it can be of electrical. So here I would like to ask, how many of you have seen this firefighting system?
I have seen, sir.
Okay, what is how many pumps do
Sir,
you recommend for
actually
firefighting?
that is based on the building height, okay,
Okay,
and then
no,
based on
how
the
many?
occupancy also.
No, that depends upon the
So for
horsepower, how
above
much
50,
horsepower you are
wet
going to
race,
do for that. But how many pumps would you recommend?
10 HP is a jockey pump. Now, the wet riser system we need three steam pumps.
Sir, I think three pumps. One is electrical pump, and the second one is
Three
diesel
pumps,
pump.
sir.
It's not the main pump. And another third pump is cycle pump. Boost the pressure when it is dropped.
Yeah, booster power depending upon the height of the building.
Building based on the building, and
No, sir,
it's a
that
wet
is a jockey
riser
pump.
system and down comer system. Wet riser system is three pumps, down comer maybe one pump on the terrace. And the 900 mm water should be provided for the below 15 meters. And for above 15 meters, 1250, 2850, and 2850. One jockey pump and electrical pump, and another also DG.
Yeah, minimum 3.
Based on the building height, the electrical pump 2, DG pump 2, and the five numbers of pump is required. They above 24 meters. And the water tank
Yeah,
capacity also increases based on the building height.
yeah. So common fire detection
అర్థమయ్యేలా
methods.
చెప్పాలంటే సార్
ఏంటండి?
అందరికీ అర్థమయ్యేలా చెప్పాలంటే నేను మేజర్గా మూడు పంపులు ఉంటాయండి. ఫస్ట్
చెప్పండి.
పంప్ వచ్చేసరికి ఎలక్ట్రికల్, దట్ ఈస్ ద మేజర్ పంప్. అండ్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ సిస్టమ్ మొత్తం బ్రేక్ అయిపోయి ఫైర్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, దెన్ వి విల్ యూజ్ ఫర్ డీజిల్ పంప్.
అవునా,
దట్ ఈస్
స్టాండ్ బై.
ఆల్సో ఏ మెయిన్ పంప్.
అదే స్టాండ్ బై.
మేజర్ పంప్. అండ్ థర్డ్ పంప్ వచ్చేసరికి జాకీ పంప్ అండి. మనకి ప్రెషర్ ఎప్పుడైతే మనం మెయింటైన్ చేస్తామో దాంట్లో లిటిల్ బిట్ డ్రాప్ అయితే ఇది బిల్డప్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది.
అవును.
అంతే అండి, దట్ త్రీ ఆర్ ద ఎనఫ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ.
So mostly we follow table 7 national building code. Based on that only we'll decide the requirement.
Yes. So now coming to the common fire detection methods. The earlier the fire can be detected, the more time there is for the occupants to escape, and better there are chances of extinguishing or at least confining the fire. This is very true. The first fire you can see at the starting stage, it can be, if it is detected, then the number of occupants that can be saved is more, and there is enough time for them to go away from that place. Then there are wide range of devices exist for detecting either heat or smoke. Now each of these has their own advantages and disadvantages. Now The common methods of detection. What are the common fire detection methods? One is smoke detection, flame detection, flammable gas detection, heat detection, and manual fire break type of alarm system. So these all you know this already. We have spoken in the last slides. Now, smoke detectors. Smoke is usually the first detectable sign of any carbonaceous fire. If there is wood or something, when there is fire, you can see the smoke that is arising. Now, these therefore, the smoke detectors are more frequently used unless there is a problem with steam or dust, give a false trigger. So here one should be careful with the smoke detectors. If there is no problem with the steam or dust, then again ionizing detectors operate when smoke enters into the detector. It absorbs the ions, reducing the flow of electrical current. So this is the mechanism. So when there is what you call reduce in the electrical current, when the detectors absorb the ions, then the signal is generated and it is detected and you get the alarm. Then smoke detectors in large commercial and industrial building are usually connected to central fire system. That is what we are talking about, the control panel. These type of sensors also can be used to detect and warn much higher levels of CO2 generated by fire. So it is obvious that more smoke is generated, you can get the more quantity of the smoke that can be given for the signal. These devices are very much sensitive to smoke and can be triggered even by a smoke or dust. That is why people who are traveling with aeroplanes, the moment you can see the flight is about to take off, you see that the air hostess give a demonstration and she warns all the people that even if you have what you call the electronic cigarette habit of smoking, do not smoke even in the toilets, because even that can trigger the alarm. So these are very sensitive. Then flame detectors, photoelectric cells detects the emission of the infrared or UV radiation. This is what we were speaking in the last slide. High adoption of flame detectors across oil and gas and chemical industries. I have already spoken about this, that most of our process area is fitted with these type of detectors. With increased industrial and commercial applications in oil and gas industries, turbine enclosures, offshore platforms, and aircraft hangars. Then you have the flame gas detectors. Measure the amount of flammable gas in the atmosphere. So people who have the experience with what you call the gas detectors, multi-gas or single gas detectors, who have performed the job in confined space and who have taken the readings, they know that when we go for confined space readings, what should be the LEL? What should be the LEL?
Lower explosive
Zero,
limit,
sir.
sir.
Zero, sir.
Yes,
Zero, zero.
0. Yes, just a minute. I have an urgent phone call from my mom. I'll just be within 1 minute. Hello. Excuse me, participant. I'll be leaving now. There is medical emergency for my mom. She is unable to breathe, so I'll have to quit now. Maybe tomorrow I'll continue with the second half of the class.
Take care, sir. Thank you.
Take care,
Yeah.
take care.
Okay, sir. Take care, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What is it? Give meeting this way. என்ன பண்ணுங்க சில ஃபண்ட் டிக்கன் பண்ணுங்க அது நான் கறி அனுப்பிச்சிருந்தேன் பாத்தியா எனக்கு அது வேறு சரி ஆர்டர் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் பண்ணணுமா எங்க இருக்கு Zoom இருக்கு எக்ஸிட் ஆக இது